What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people be asking me about shit in the drill culture. I'm not gonna lie, I'm asked about a lot of things in the drill culture. I guess they know I'm a real drill historian, and I've been documenting the culture for a while. I feel like this time period is a period a lot of people gonna look back on and be like, damn, it was a lot of murders. It was a lot of crazy stuff that had happened. So I kind of wanted to show you guys and kind of break it down so you can kind of get an informative perspective of things. I've been breaking down a lot of stories from past drill legends who done lost their life due to gun violence and due to crazy situations and shit like that. You know, a lot of stuff that people be asking me, not always about people who done lost their life. Sometimes I'm always asked about rumors. That's one of the reasons I took you to that Dave and Buster's and kind of dispelled that rumor about FBG Wooski getting jumped and stuff like that. That actually happened. Now, whether they beat him senseless or beat him to a new mind, I don't know about that. I seen videos of someone getting stumped crazy. I couldn't verify if that was him. But it was an altercation that happened in the Dave and Buster that had everybody scared as hell. Regular citizens was horrified. Another rumor that a lot of people ask me about is LaCapone and a guy by the name of Omar Kebbeh, Muhammad Kebbeh, the Kebbeh brothers. I'm always asked about that. LaCapone versus the Kebbeh brothers. The Kebbeh brothers versus LaCapone. LA called him lacking. The Kebbeh brothers called Baldy lacking. I hear a lot of rumors like that. It's a lot of crazy stuff on the internet, documentaries about how many bodies people got and all kind of crazy shit like that. I don't really jump into that lane, but I don't knock it now. You understand? There's information out here that I might not know. Somebody might know something that Truth don't know. That don't mean that they wrong, and that don't mean that Truth wrong. And that's what's dope about the blogging. You get different perspective from different individuals. Today we're going to take the LaCapone and the Kebbeh brothers rumors to the board, kind of dispel some of the things that happened. This is a little different because it's not really a conclusion or anything like that. We're going to just dispel the rumors from the people I didn't talk to, because I didn't talk to a lot of people close to the situation. I actually had an opportunity to talk to somebody very, very close to LaCapone. I had an opportunity to talk to a rapper from Chicago by the name of Tay 600. I asked him about LaCapone and he told me this.
Right. Bro, I see the world is so in love with LaCapone. Everywhere I go, I see videos of LaCapone. I see people talking about LaCapone. Can you kind of give me some inside look on how was he? Because I don't see a lot of videos that dictate his personality. I always see him in like rap mode. Was he a pretty cool dude?
Oh yeah, the best, probably the coolest dude you ever meet. He probably was too cool. That's the fucked up part. Like, you feel me? He was a bull guy. Like, you feel me? You niggas didn't even know that bro would like turn up how he be turning up until you bring him out. That's why I like the LA game. Him back so much. He was two type of niggas. You feel me? Like, we was savages, but we never was the type of child always look savage, to act savage, to be mean and be mad. You feel me? Like, we was cool guys. You dig? So like, he was a great dude, man. He was a great guy.
As you can see, Tay 600 and LaCapone had a real tight relationship. That was his brother, basically, and you could tell through how he spoke about him. So today we're going to take LaCapone, all right? We're going to go LaCapone. Oh, I'm a little dazed today. We're going to go LaCapone and the Kebbeh brothers rumors, okay? All right, y'all with me? Kebbeh, however they pronounce it. We're going to go to rumors today because there's a lot of rumors about that. When I digged into this case, first thing, we're going to get on LaCapone. I noticed LaCapone, okay? He was LaCapone. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm off today. It's a lot of information in my head. One of the first things I noticed about LaCapone was he was affiliated with the BD set, okay? He was affiliated with that BD set. Oh, we need some new markers. Give me a second, y'all. We're writing upside down today. I noticed right off the bat that he was affiliated with the Black Disciples Nation. That's a crew of gang members in Chicago. You know, the Black Disciples, their leader is King David Barksdale. You hear a lot of their music from the rappers that came out like Chief Keef, Lil Durk. A lot of rappers from Inglewood that rap the Black Disciple Nation kind of blew up real fast and shit. For some reason, the world gravitated to them. I noticed that he was a rapper too. Another thing, though, about this rapper shit that I noticed was he was affiliated with OTF, okay? He was affiliated with OTF, which is, if everybody know OTF, that is basically Little Durk, Peoples and shit like that. So he's affiliated with Little Durk. That's one of the first things I noticed that. When I noticed that, I looked and I noticed he was also affiliated with 600, which is a set of black disciples from like the King Drive community and shit like that. Then he was linked with like OTF, which is like Lemron, Tay-Town, they be in the O and all kind of shit like that. So that instantly made me think LA Capone had double the ops. Okay. So I knew instantly that this guy had double the ops. Okay. We know the story about him end up losing his life, all kind of things like that. It was very crazy. I kind of want to fast forward to that because we already know a lot about LA Capone, okay? We're going to fast forward a little bit. We're going to go into the Kebbeh brothers, okay? Omar and Muhammad. Okay, Omar and Muhammad. Oh my God. And Muhammad. I hope I spelled it right, y'all. My spelling off today. Please forgive me. Omar and Muhammad Kebbeh. Kebbeh. These guys came from Gambia. That's crazy. They came from Africa. So we want to touch on this for a second. These guys came from Africa for a better life. You know, it was wild out there. A lot of crazy shit going on out there in Africa. So these guys got an opportunity to come out here and kind of get some of the American way of life, get some education, maybe open up a business and live a certain life. But unfortunately, from the people I talked to in the streets, they told me that these brothers got into gang banging. They started getting affiliated with the gangster disciples, okay? Somewhere on the south side of Chicago, these guys started getting affiliated with the gangster disciples, which was basically linked. They was from a community hanging with guys that was linked to a community that was called MOB. I'm pretty sure we all know about MOB. Those are like GDs. We know about Dooski the Man. He actually lost his life, I believe, in Washington Park. FBG Wooski was shot at his funeral. We know rappers that's coming up. We know Scrap was from there. He ended up losing his life due to the gun violence. I believe he was a cousin of FBG. You see rappers like Rugen and Lil Mo blowing up from this area of MOB. So I noticed instantly that they were representing the ops of LA Capone. That's one of the first things that I noticed. That's why I say, follow me, y'all, because it's finna get a little crazy. It's finna get a little weird and stuff like that. The streets got a lot of talking shit about this. Now, you got to remember, LA Capone was linked to a lot of street niggas, man. 600 Breezy, E-Day, Keith, the O-Block, the Lamron, Front Street. Like, he was linked to the whole movement, basically the drill movement. Now, that could be because he was from that community. A lot of people told me that L.A. Capone was a good guy. He was not like the internet made him to be. It's just that he was from that hood. He knew those rappers, so the internet kind of rose his profile up and shit like that. I talked to some people who told me he was an enforcer. He didn't play those games. He was blinking motherfuckers down, and he was blinking people down in broad daylight, and people seen it. Now, I can't verify that. I understand we heard the song It Just Blow when he talked about L.A. Capone was blinking people on King Drive, some shit in broad daylight, and put them on Channel 5. I understand that. But this case really doesn't go to King Drive, so I just think those was lyrics. Now, sometimes people change lyrics so they don't get nobody indicted, so I ain't saying it ain't real. But, okay, according to the police, this is what kind of throw me off, okay? This is what's wild. According to the police, September 5th, okay? Y'all following me? September 5th, 2012, they say that Omar was on 8100 block. He was on the 8100 block of Ingleside, okay? Out there, cooling, chilling. He's out there with his people, through with his friends. You know, they outside on the block, hanging out. When somebody run up on them, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, I want y'all to hear me. They out on the block. They not just, you know, chilling on the corner or whatever the fuck. They're out on their block, I guess in the middle of the block. They're hanging out. Next thing you know, they get the blicking. Blah, 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 blah. They get the blicking, okay? They shooting everywhere. It's a big commotion. Motherfuckers is running, all kind of shit. They trying to get the fuck up out of there, okay? Omar was killed, okay? Omar, He was killed, okay? Y'all follow me? Omar was killed, okay? This happened years ago. I looked into this case because this was kind of confusing to me because I didn't know if the Kebbeh brothers were like on some rap shit, some drill rapper shit. I didn't have a lot of information on them. Normally when it's a rapper, I can look on the internet. I can find a lot of shit, interviews, reports of them in the newspapers, CBS Local, Chicago Tribune, Chicago Sun-Times, get police reports, police scanners. It was hard because these was like guys who wasn't really in the drill culture, even though they were in the drill culture. So I looked into this. So I had to look a little hard. I studied this. I started seeing shit that kind of confused me, man. This shit started getting like a Dateline documentary. When I looked into this case, I noticed that an hour and 30 minutes before Omar was killed, okay? An hour and 30 minutes before Omar was killed, Chicago drill legend Lil JoJo was killed, okay? Chicago drill legend Lil JoJo was shot and killed on 69th in Eggleston, okay? All right? We're going to put Egg, 69th in Eggleston. Lil JoJo was killed an hour and 30 minutes before Omar Kebbeh was killed. I kept looking and I noticed a month later, 29 days later after Omar was killed, his brother was killed. All right? Y'all hear me? You following me? His brother was murdered. This started getting crazy. Now, I'm looking into this shit. I say, damn, what the hell is going on? The more you look into it, you start hearing rumors, seeing documentaries and shit all on YouTube about maybe the Kebbeh brothers had something to do with Baldy 600 getting killed, which was a respected gang member, a black disciple from 600. Then I heard some people say, no, that's not the truth. They was just joking about their death, cracking jokes, you know, making that shit funny and shit. And people just didn't like that. That's what made the Kebbeh brothers hot and shit. And plus they was linked with like the GDs and shit. Those are rumors I heard. I heard rumors that LaCapone actually caught Omar lacking because of that Baldy shit and he didn't like it. I looked into all that shit, man. I talked to a lot of people and I cannot verify that. I cannot give you that as a fact. I understand that it's a lot of videos on the internet and shit like that, but you can go to those for the facts. Maybe they got them. I couldn't verify that. I couldn't find any information or find anything to link this from a fact perspective. I understand from a fan perspective, from an Instagram investigation perspective, from a Facebook police officer perspective, from a Twitter police officer perspective, but with real information and real documents and real sources, that's what I have to go off. I can't go off a hunch, a rumor, or what I think, or from other people. I have to go off, you know, enough information where I can feel like this is verified. So I can't verify that that really happened. One thing I can tell you is, this happened in the East Chatham neighborhood. Okay, this happened in the East Chatham neighborhood in Chicago. One thing I'm gonna tell you about this that's sad is that, you know, those boys came out here from Africa. Two brothers lost their life. Both of them lost their life. They family moved back to Africa. I'm some real shit. Like, the violence in Chicago was so big and so strong that they family ended up moving back to Africa after both of those boys lost their life. You know, I'm not going to say that this is not true. I'm not going to say this is not a fact, because I do find it very, very, you know, very, very uncoincidental that, you know, Omar lost his life an hour and 30 minutes before Lil JoJo lost his life. You know, after Lil JoJo lost his life, then a month later, his brother lost his life. Kind of sound a little bit like the ops had a credit card and they was out here shopping. You know what I'm saying? Look like they had that debit card and they was out here shopping. I'm not gonna lie, look like a little bit of shopping. You know, but in my opinion, if you ask me, you know, you can clearly tell that this was gang related. Okay, it's not that hard to tell that this was gang related. LaCapone killers was caught. Omar killer was not caught. Muhammad killer was not caught. A lot of people say Muhammad was killed over a robbery and things like that. And, you know, I understand the rumors. I understand when you Google their names. I get what you see. But I can't verify that information if no one tell me that, man. But I think a lot of this shit is gang related, in my opinion. I think, you know, this is a case of, op shopping. Okay? And if you from Chicago or even in that street life, I think you know exactly what this means. I think guys had the debit card and they was out op shopping. I think somebody got caught lacking, and it happened to them. All right? In my opinion, I believe that's what happened. It's a sad situation, especially that, I get it, the street shit be like that, man. I understand, sometimes guys got to simulate a bad guy. You want to go outside, right? Don't you want to go outside? So sometimes you got to simulate the streets in order to go out there and hang out. It's fucked up out here, and I say that a lot. But remember, we don't need no donations. Keep them to yourself. It's hard out here. The weather changing. You done just seen that summertime disappear. Soon you went to sleep. You woke up and the fall was damn near here. So you got to switch them clothes out and go get them hoodies for them kids, man. You got to get rid of those little shorts and go get some jogging pants and go get the ripped jeans, you feel me? And it's the weekend, so go get them kids those chips with the cheese and the meat, you feel me? Extra little sour cream or something with the little jalapeno peppers or something, man. Look out for them shorties, man. You ain't got no time to be sending me no money. I'm a grown man. I figure it out. You feel me? You want to support me? This is what you do. Let me show you. You take your phone, you put your phone in your hand like that. You take your finger, you hit that like button. Bing! When you hit that like button, guess what it do? It make my videos grow. It get all the way to the top if I get like 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes. Look, if I get 3,000, 4,000 likes, my shit get to the top and it's going to stay at the top. And a lot of people get to understand what we doing. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Bleh, 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 bleh.